Hello my little Willy. In this tutorial you will learn how to knit a basic lace triangular shawl. It's a top-down construction. We'll start at the neckline or base of the triangle and work to the peak or vertex. You can make it with the fiber you have on hand for winter, for summer, the size you want. For this project I used an extra fine hand-painted merino wool because I wanted a lacy light shawl. 125 grams of wool number 2, fine, light, DK or sport. Also I used 4mm knitting needles or US 6. I used circulars because the long cable helped me to keep all the stitches together. I ended up with over 300 stitches. So if your straight needles are not long enough, you will need the circulars. Of course, we will be knitting flat, not in the round. And you will need also 2 markers. The shawl is worked on 5 sections of 10 rows each. Stockinette stitch, lace stitch, stockinette stitch, elongated stitch, garter stitch. And I decided to end working around 7 inches or 18 centimeters in the lace stitch and then 3 more centimeters in garter stitch. To bind off, we will be using the picot edge technique. I will show you how to do it step by step. To get the written instructions, please visit my website, sewwoolly.net. There is a link for you below this video on the description box. There you will see the materials, the measurements, and the step-by-step process. Setup section. We have to cast on 3 stitches. First row, knit 1, place 1 marker, knit 1, place the second marker, and knit the last. I like to work the last one through the back loop. Second row. And now we're going to increase before the first marker and increase another one after the second marker. Knit 1, yarn over, slip the marker, keep your yarn over before the marker. Knit the central stitch, slip the second marker, and now make the second yarn over and knit the last. Okay, our setup section is done. Now we're going to work the first section in stockinette stitch. First row, right side of the work. You will know it because the cast on yarn tail is on the right side of the work. Okay, first row, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, slip the marker, keep your yarn over before the marker, knit the central stitch, slip the marker, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, and knit the last one. We have increased 4 stitches in total. From now on, we're going to increase 4 stitches on each odd row, always facing the right side of the work. Second row of the stockinette stitch section. we are going to purl every stitch from the first to the last, including the yarn overs, and slip the marker when you get to it. Third row of the stockinette stitch section. Knit 1, yarn over, and now knit to the next marker, or knit to marker. Yarn over, slip the marker, keep your yarn over before, knit the central stitch, slip the second marker, yarn over, and knit to last stitch. Yarn over, knit 1. Fourth row as per row 2, and every even row just purl across. So we have completed 4 rows in stockinette stitch. We need to work 6 more to have 10 rows of stockinette stitch in total. Section 2, lace stitch. First row, it's a 2-row repeat stitch, so it's really easy. We start with knit 1, yarn over, knit 1, and now comes the repeat. Yarn over, knit 2 together. Yarn over, knit 2 together, and repeat to first marker. Yarn over, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 2 together. Okay, now our increase before the marker, yarn over, slip the marker, keep your yarn over before, knit the central stitch, slip the marker, and yarn over. And now comes the repeat. We just did a right leaning decrease, now we're going to do a left leaning decrease. So to do that, we are doing SSK, not 2 stitches together. So the repeat is slip 1, slip the next, as if to knit, put them both on the left hand needle and knit them together, yarn over, and repeat, slip, slip, knit, yarn over, slip, slip, knit, yarn over, slip, slip, knit, yarn over, and end with knit 1, yarn over, and knit the last. You should have the same number of stitches before and after the markers. Second row, just purl every stitch. It's a rest row or resting row. We're not going to increase or do anything else, just purl. So far so good. We've made our first section in stockinette and we just finished the lace section. Now we're going to repeat the stockinette section again. So, facing the right side of the work, we start with knit 1, yarn over, and we're going to knit to the marker. Yarn over, slip the marker, keep your yarn over before, knit the central stitch, slip the marker, yarn over, and knit to last stitch. Yarn over and knit the last. Second row, just purl every stitch. So repeat these 2 rows 4 more times until you have completed 10 rows in total. Section 4, elongated stitch. It's another 2-row repeat lace pattern, pretty easy to knit. Row 1, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1. And now comes the repeat. Make a double yarn over and knit 2 stitches together. And repeat, double yarn over, knit 2 together. Double yarn over, knit 2 together. Double yarn over, knit 2 together. To first marker. Yarn over, slip the marker, knit the central stitch, slip the marker, yarn over, and now comes the repeat. Slip, slip, knit, or SSK. And double yarn over. And repeat, SSK, double yarn over, and repeat, SSK, double yarn over, and keep repeating to last 2 stitches, ending with knit 1, yarn over, knit 1. Second row, just purl every stitch. Section 5, Garter stitch. First row, we are going to knit 1, make a yarn over, and knit to marker. Yarn over, slip the marker, knit the central stitch, slip the marker, yarn over, and knit to last stitch. Now yarn over and knit the last. Second row, we need to knit every stitch, but we have to purl the central stitch. So we have knitted all the stitches. Of course, we are facing the wrong side of the work. We slip the marker, purl the central stitch, slip the marker, and knit to the last stitch. This is the way to keep this column of V's. Repeat rows 1 and 2 of the garter stitch section until you have completed 10 rows in total. Repeat these 5 sections 2 more times, so you have 3 of them in total. And after the sections, I decided to do another stockinette section, and then I worked 30 rows in the lace stitch, approximately 7 inches, 18 centimeters, and then 3 centimeters more in garter stitch. And now we're going to bind off using the picot edge technique. So, facing the wrong side of the work, we're going to bind off 2 stitches knitwise. So, knit 1, knit the next, pass the stitch over, knit the next, and pass the stitch over. Put that stitch back onto the left-hand needle and now cast on 2 stitches. 1, 2, and now bind them off knitwise. Knit 1, knit the next, pass the stitch over, knit the next, and pass the stitch over. And repeat. Bind off 2. 1, 2. Put that stitch back onto the left-hand needle. Cast on 2. 1, 2. And now bind off knitwise 2 stitches. 1 and 2. And repeat to the end of the row. Once you have finished, we need to block the shawl. If you want to get a plain fabric with crispy stitches. If you don't block it, this is how it will look like. Actually, blocking is a really easy process. Just soak the shawl for some minutes, simply wait until the fibers absorb the humidity. Now squeeze it gently, removing the excess water. Place the shawl over a towel using the palm of your hand to flatten and give it the right shape. For a better result, use some pins to fix it on the blocking board. And let it air dry. Avoid sun exposure, of course. Et voila! Your lace triangular shawl is ready. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and happy knitting!